Hello and welcome back to Cleo Divine Tarot. Today is a general reading. If it resonates, fantastic. If it doesn't, there are plenty more readings on my channel for you to check out. I want to take a look at your connection, the state of this connection. So let's start with your energy first. And if the energies are swapped, that's okay. We'll look at yours and your person's. We have student. Light attributes, it says humility and devotion to knowledge, openness to lifelong learning, arrogance in the pursuit of destructive knowledge, unwillingness to translate knowledge into action. So it's interesting that it talks about unwillingness to translate knowledge into action. I feel like you may be someone who is always asking your partner questions about what they're doing, where they're going, why they think this, why, this is their faith or their religion, why they have these specific political beliefs. You're somebody who always asks why, and then you don't do anything about it. It's just, you learn knowledge, but you don't use it. So you could use all of this knowledge you have of your partner to your advantage. You could use knowledge of their love languages, knowledge of their likes and dislikes, knowledge of their hopes and fears to your advantage in this connection. But it's like you're just at a standstill and, oh, hey, I know my partner likes flowers, but I'm not going to buy my partner flowers. Oh, hey, I know my partner likes for me to text them goodnight, but I'm not going to text them goodnight. Because why? It's just, I don't want to call you out and say it's a lack of effort, but it kind of is. And, I'm not trying to be rude about it, but there could be a reason for this. Maybe they hurt you and you're withdrawing or something, but there's just this energy of not wanting to put a lot of effort into the relationship. But let's look at your person's energy next. We have Messiah, serving humanity with humility. Humility is coming up in both of these cards, which is interesting to me because I feel like this is humility with respect to humanity. This is humility with respect to knowledge. So I feel like both of you guys are normally humble people, but in this relationship, it's like you butt heads so much that you start to get an inflated ego and you kind of play king of the hill and you fight each other rather than the problem. And you're like, I know what's best. This is how we're going to do things in this relationship. I'm on top. I'm winning. When the arguing and the disagreements are really supposed to be about building a more firm foundation and building a stronger relationship and working through problems, fighting the source of the problem rather than fighting each other. Now, let's see. We also have, for your person, exaggerated belief that you are the only means through which a cause can succeed. I feel like your person is very sacrificial. They tend to work themselves to death for the greater good. This is someone who is probably involved in healthcare or, like a nurse or a doctor or a counselor or, psychiatry or, something where they are consistently around a lot of negative energy, negative influences. They're taking on all of that negative energy. And yes, it is helping all of the people around them, but they don't know how to let go of that energy, and it's clinging onto them and harming them, making them sick, making them ill, making them exhausted, fatigued, tired, giving them, it's like it's draining them so much they don't have enough energy for this connection anymore, which is kind of sad. So I feel like both of you are pretty, I don't want to say you're both exhausted, but it's like there's not a whole lot of effort coming from either side of this connection. Yeah. See if we can get some more information for the student over here. What's going on their side? We have 3 of Cups, 6 of Wands, and the Page of Swords. Swords can be about knowledge, information, conveying that information, which I find interesting. You may be like a teacher or a writer or even like a blogger or someone who's very knowledgeable about a field, and that's kind of your profession. Is you know a lot of stuff, you make money because you know stuff. And I feel like maybe you recently have or are trying to get some public recognition for your work, whether it's, you know, like research articles or publishing a book or publishing a poem, or you know, even if it's just YouTube or social media, you're, you know, marketing on TikTok or something like that. There's some information that you're trying to give to people, and you're trying to get public recognition. You're trying to get success from this. And I feel like you're getting there. Okay. This is not really about the relationship. You're more focused on your hobbies or your work rather than this actual connection right now. You're more focused on learning and figuring out how to pursue your dreams rather than, you know, putting effort into this relationship. And I want to see your person, where their focus is right now. Because I think it's interesting that your focus didn't really come up for the connection. Like, I feel like you care about them or else you wouldn't be with them, but it's like you have other things on your plate right now that might be a little more important. Okay, so your person, the Fool in reverse, the Devil in reverse, and the Two of Pentacles, yeah, they are really struggling. There are a lot of attachments in their life. I just see with this Devil card, normally, you know, I would say, oh, you know, you have attachments to each other. No. With this Devil card, I'm saying that this person probably works in healthcare or, you know, some other field where they're working with a lot of people's energy constantly. They're working with people day in and day out. And they are building so many different energetic attractions to all of these people that they interact with. And it is just draining them. And it's leaving them feeling very imbalanced. Like they're almost, I don't want to say they're feeling like they're a failure, but they feel like they can't keep up. They feel like they can't keep up with life. They can't keep up with this relationship. They can't keep up with their job. They can't keep up with family or friends. And they're just very scared to make any kind of change. They're scared to make a career change. They're scared to make a change in this relationship. Maybe they've thought about letting you go and they're afraid to let you go because that's not what they really want, but they don't have the effort to put into this relationship. But I feel like they just don't have energy to put in anywhere right now. Let's take a look at some mutual feelings. What are you both feeling right now? All right, we have Knight of Wands, ooh, Eight of Cups, Six of Cups reversed, King of Cups. Okay, so if you guys were thinking about walking away, this person definitely has to. I feel like both of you are trying not to make rash decisions in this connection, but it's like it's like the wells run dry. It feels like there's no more love. You're just kind of roommates at this point. You're just friends, but with a different title. And there was definitely love there at a point. There was romantic stability, emotional stability. I feel like you guys cared for one another at one point, and it's just like it grew stale. And both of you are thinking about going your separate ways and pursuing your passions. Yeah, we have the Chariot and Strength in reverse. But it's like you both don't feel strong enough. You're both kind of staying attached. It seems more like an attachment than love. So it's like both of you want to go your separate ways to really pursue your passions. And you're kind of trying to build up the courage and the strength to do that on both sides. But it's like both of you are just not to that point yet. It's like you're both weak. You don't have the courage to do it. There's too many what ifs. There's too many fears surrounding severing the connection. I want to see if we can get some messages. What's on your person's mind? when it comes to leaving, you know. So what is on their person's mind? I think so, yes. Yeah, see, they're not sure. And we and we have yes in reverse. See, they're just not sure. They've thought about it. They're thinking about leaving. And, you know, I think they feel like they're doing what's best or trying to do what's best. Again, we have wands. They're wanting to follow their passions. They're wanting to follow, you know, the things that make them feel good in life. The things that make them feel alive, really. Which is interesting to me because their work is draining them, but they still do it. So, oh, we have one. We have, I never imagined so much perfection. We also have you hurt me, but that's okay, I guess. We have Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So this is something, for some of you guys, this may not have been a long-term relationship. This may have been something that never really got off the ground with this Ace of Pentacles in reverse. I'm hearing that the distance between you two is really what killed it. It's like both of you just had your own lives. You didn't really know how to kind of bring it together and share life together. And, you know, that's okay. Maybe it just means this person wasn't meant for you. Or maybe it just wasn't the right time. But I do see both of you heavily considering leaving and weighing the options. So if you want to stay with this person, I would open up and talk to them about why you want to stay with them. If you're considering leaving, I, you know, would just go ahead and probably do it. But again, that's not my decision. I should probably not give you guys advice because it's not really my place. Let's pull some advice cards. Because I end up putting myself in your shoes and just say what I would do if I were there. But that does not at all mean you have to listen to me. That's just my personal opinion. Keep that in mind. We have persevere, leave no stone unturned. Again, I feel like this is about, like I said, opening that line of communication and telling them how you're really feeling about the situation. Because I feel like you guys just don't communicate enough to really know how each other's doing, how each other's feeling, to know what you want or what your desires are in a connection. Because you might, it's like you might want totally different things in a relationship. One of you might want something more devoted long-term, and the other person might just want a fling, or the other person, you know, they don't know what they want. They just want to go with the flow. We have generosity, sow seeds of kindness. I wouldn't hold a grudge against this person. I think it's really differences that are kind of just getting in the way here. We have hidden depths. You only see the surface. Look beyond. Like I said, there's really, it's funny to me because we have that telling you to look beyond what you're seeing, yet you're someone who has this thirst for knowledge. So I feel like you know this person very well, but you may not know them as well as you think you do. So it might be time to kind of take a little deeper dive and get to know them a little bit better if you're interested in staying with them, you know? Or you might want to do it and see if it's worth sticking around, you know? So that is all I have for you today. It was a pleasure as always. If you did enjoy the video, go ahead and like, subscribe, comment below if you have any ideas for readings. I'd appreciate that as much as possible. And I'll see you guys in the next video.